Buggy.
Buggy.
Buggy could mean many things. It could be a rabbit.
Buggy. Like broken? Hello guys, welcome back, and today I've got another reaction video for you. It is not a music reaction though. It is another one from Lost in the Pond, that YouTube channel. I did one about, what did I do one about? I'll tell you in a second. Oh yeah, I did one about how the United States makes the UK look tiny. That was up last week, so if you want to have a look at that, please go ahead. But this guy is incredible. He's Lawrence. He's British. He's from Grimsby, but he's now an American citizen, and he makes fantastic videos about different quirks the United States has, things he's not used to, new things. It's really, really cool because as a British person, obviously as any person, you have an ingrained kind of culture within you from where you grew up, and he's experiencing these new things and getting to grips with them. And the little satire kind of sort of personality he's got going on is really, really great. So today I'm reacting to another one from Lost in the Pond, and it is guessing what these southern US words mean. I've been listening to southern people talk for ages. I've been listening to a lot of country music. I've got some people who live in the South in my family. So whilst I'm doing this, I will pause it when he says a word and I will try and guess myself. I don't know how confident I am. The same way, if you try to guess I probably have a lot of Northerners and Westerners as followers here, so maybe you don't know what these mean either, so you're on this journey with me. But if you're Southern, bear with me, I will learn them, and we're gonna figure that out today. And I'm actually really excited for this one. It sounds like a really fun one, so we'll get to that. Before we do, don't forget, you know exactly how to support this channel. There's a super thanks button below if you want to donate any money to it at all. There is also a poll up on my page of where that 20% of that money should go to charity wise, so please go ahead and have a look at that. There will be a video at the end of this month showing me donating that money. I'm really excited about that. And just subscribe to this channel if you enjoy this content and like this video. Every single like, comment, subscription helps this channel out massively. YouTube's got this mad algorithm that the more you comment on my video, the more it shows it to others. So absolutely any comment, recommendation, feedback, anything helps me. Preferably positive feedback, that helps even better, but anything is fine. If you want to shout at me, go right ahead. I've got a thick skin. So let's get to this now. Let me just hit record. I'm trying not to pause too much, so I don't have to cut and stuff, and it seems more natural. Maybe you guys enjoy it a little bit more. So let's get to this now. So whilst I'm talking, and I'm okay, fantastic. No adverts. He knows what he's doing, Lawrence. Good lad. Well, he's got 500,000 subscribers, so that's amazing. So let's get to this and play.
Hello, I'm Lawrence, and I'm on a quest to uncover all of the memos that Britain and America lost in the pond now.
Yeah, me too.
One of those memos pertains to words.
Yeah.
You know, with the world being the way that it is, I've been getting quite nostalgic recently. Nostalgic for my youth, nostalgic for when hair gel still had meaning for me, and nostalgic for the early days of my YouTube channel. Because you see, the first ever Lost in the Pond video was me trying to clumsily work out the meaning behind some obscure slang. And it occurred to me at 3 a.m. this morning that I haven't done a video like that ever since.
2015.
And so now that I've lived in the Midwest for quite a while, I thought, why not broaden my reach? Why not step out of the expert mode once in a while and put myself before the mercy of the internet? And so to reignite things in this regional guessing game, I decided a good place to start would be the South. And so my team has thrown together a list of Southern slang words that they found on one of those listicle websites, meaning that these words could be of questionable accuracy. And I, a person who spent very little time in the Southern United States, I'm going to do my best to guess their meaning.
I've got an advert here.
Turn DMs and likes into big sales spikes. Track your...
Okay.
Buggy.
Buggy.
Buggy could mean many things. It could be a rabbit.
Buggy. Like broken?
You know, like Bugs, Bonnie. It's like an amalgamation of the two. And I imagine this buggy has been run over by an actual buggy. So probably not that. It's very deeply specific. Or it could be one of those things that you push a baby around in. Like a pram or something? I don't have.
That's
kids,
what we
so
call it. A buggy is something you push a baby around in a pram.
But I think it's one of those, isn't it? Because I think that America has a few different terms for that contraption, just as Britain does. And I believe that's what Southerners call it. Okay, and for all of these, I will look up the meaning in real time. This was in fact a shopping cart or shopping trolley.
I don't know. I thought for some reason I thought totally different. Buggy as in, oh, that thing there's buggy. It's not working right. Okay, so it's a shopping cart. Cool.
As we say in England. Sometimes you put babies in them. Okay, fixing.
Going to or trying to or something like that. I think. So if someone says he's fixing to leave, I mean like he's trying to leave or he's on his way to leave. Whatever. I don't know.
Fixing without a G. It doesn't mean to mend something, right? It means I'm getting ready to do something. Cool. As in, I am fixing to go and, I don't know why I'm doing this, start a fight down at the bar because I'm in the middle of a country song, I suppose. And that's what it means. Cool. I heard that one, I think, in films before I moved to the US, so I'm quite aware of that one. I've probably heard it in the Midwest. I bet that's true of a lot of the ones here. Let's just confirm that I'm correct. I am indeed correct. Is it druthers or druthers? Druthers,
right? I have no idea.
So druthers, to me, has to be one of those portmanteaus where you take one word and another word and you sort of combine them to make one singular word. And my belief here is that somebody's taken the word brothers and the word dream and has made druthers, and that would make no sense. The real truth of the matter is, according to this, is that druthers is usually used in a phrase like, if I had my druthers, as in, if I had it my way. So an example would be, if I had my druthers, I would cheat and look these answers up before...
Where does that come from? Let me know down in the comments where that comes from. I have no idea.
The video. Hoe cake. Sounds like something you should not call your significant other. It's probably actually a type of cake. I think it is. I think I've seen this in a list of American desserts, but I don't know what it entails. No. Hoe cakes look like pancakes, but taste like dense cornbread. You're supposed to serve it with greens and corn, apparently. Ah, yes, catawampus. I've
heard this so many times, I have no idea what this means.
This before. In fact, I think when I lived in Indiana, I heard people saying cattywampus, so it could be regional, or it could just be, choose your favorite variant. But it basically means that something, I think, is diagonal from something, or it's askew in some capacity.
So like,
all right, so let's see. It describes something that's askew, awry, or diagonal, as in we tried setting it up straight, but it ended up catawampus.
I like
that. Amazing word. Piddling. It sounds like.
That's going to the toilet, right? I'm assuming. Is that like peeing?
Euphemism to me. To me, piddling sounds like something you tell your kid to say when they want to go for a number one.
Yeah, that's what we do.
I was in the middle of piddling in the street when I was caught by the superintendent. I don't know why I admitted that. But I've also heard piddling as in piddling around, when you're not really doing much. You're just sort of piddling around because I'm not very busy. I am busy because I'm a YouTube sensation. But in the off chance that I'm not busy, which hasn't been the case in 20 years, then it could be said that I've been piddling around. Indeed, it means neither of those things in the South. It means, apparently, something small or trivial. An example being that you might get something more than a piddling raise from your company this year.
No idea.
That one. I'm going to use that more often. Though I suppose now, if you see me in a gent's toilet and I tell you that I'm piddling, it takes on a whole different meaning.
This is what the future of writing looks like. Introducing Word Tune Spices.
Commode.
I know this one. I know that. Do you know why I know this one?
Toilet?
Because I remember Stone Cold Steve Austin used it once in wrestling, and I didn't then know what it meant, so I looked it up, and it just takes us back to the bathrooms, to the toilets where we were earlier, metaphorically, and it basically means toilets. Of course, I just have to check that Stone Cold Steve Austin isn't a liar, and indeed he's not a liar. It is a bog, a toilet, a loo. No, he didn't wrestle a toilet. He tried to flush somebody's head down once, I think. Doohickey. I am genuinely familiar with this word.
Me too, but I don't know what it means.
There are so many American English coinages that employ consecutive instances of the letter O. And this is another example. The problem is I can't remember what it means.
Yeah, me neither.
Doohickey, 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 doohickey. It doesn't mean go forth and bite somebody's neck.
Is it like,
although I can see why you might think that. It just
extravagant?
means, isn't it some sort of object?
Messed up? I don't
Doesn't
know.
it mean some kind of object? I'm thinking of another word, aren't I? What is the other word I'm thinking of that's similar to that? Like a thingamajig. This is really irritating. I can't remember what it is. I'm gonna have to. We'll have to look it up. So let's have a look. So calling something a doohickey means that you forget what the item is actually called. So the word is synonymous with phrases like thingamajig and what's it.
What's it? Yeah.
Hush up is presumably self-explanatory and
Stop
hopefully
talking.
isn't something that you're
Shut
yelling
up.
at your screen, because it's a combination, it seems, of shut up and hush, which just means be quiet. Indeed, it is that, and this site seems to claim that it's a politer form of shut up. I'm not sure that's true. They both sound a little bit mean.
Yeah.
Plum, but with a B on the end, so it's not the fruit, presumably, unless that is the southern way of spelling it and they just haven't told the rest of the world. Other than that, I mean, you can get like a plum new job, right? But I think that's in most of the English-speaking world, so I don't think it would be that. I mean, I suppose it depends if this is a noun or a verb or an adjective. I have no context for these things. Plum, in this sense, just means, oh gosh darn it, oh plum, oh crumbs. You know, it rhymes with crumbs, so it could be that. Oh plum, I can't get into the commode right now because there are too many people in there. I'm getting really carried away by this toilet metaphor. Let's have a look what it really means. South of the Mason-Dixon line, plum means completely, totally. So I was, wildly off the mark with that one. An example they give, I'm plumb tired after this long day.
Is that something you'd
If you'd
say?
have asked me to guess the phrase Hopin John just
Hopin
2 years
John.
ago, I wouldn't have had a clue. But last year in a video, I gave my verdict on Hopin John. Hopin John is a food item that some Southerners will eat at New Year for good luck, and it contains black-eyed peas and rice, and it was really, really nice, actually. I genuinely
that looks lovely.
would eat that again. But it's not something that's well known outside of the South, or at least certainly not up here in the Midwest, and I definitely never heard of it when I lived in Britain.
Oh yeah.
Washateria sounds like cafeteria, just with the word wash at the start instead of cafe.
Is it
so
a
it's a
laundromat?
place where you go and wash your food. What makes more sense, actually, now that I've thought about it, is it could be a name for what I would call a laundrette, in the UK, and what we call a laundromat here in Chicago. I'm glad I amended that, by the way, because a cafeteria where you wash your food sounds like a really odd concept.
Yeah.
A washateria is indeed a chain of laundromats in Texas specifically, and then took off as a synonym for laundromat itself.
Oh, cool.
Hissy. That
Hissy
is
fit.
a word that I've used to describe my wife's cousin Chad's vocal style, but also you use that term in the sense of hissy fit,
Yeah.
to throw a wobbler, to have a conniption or a conniption fit. So I'd imagine that if hissy is being used on its own, it's a shortening perhaps of hissy fit. That's sort of correct, although the example they give suggests that the word is used in a sentence that's structured slightly differently.
Okay.
He's getting hissy because we didn't stop for food.
Okay, so like
Right, on to
annoyed.
the last
yeah.
one. This one is mudding, and mudding could mean one of two things. It could be an alternative to the word muddling. So muddling through, just like I'm muddling through these answers. It could be it could be a way of saying we are making muddy butters. It's a particular activity, involves racing through terrains that are, you guessed it, muddy,
I think
like
I knew
wet
that.
fields and lake beds, so the vehicle gets totally caked with dirt. That sounds amazing. And you know that I believe that because I almost went high-pitched. Well, that's it for this episode. Let me know in the comments below if you knew the meaning of all of these southern phrases, and
Yeah, I like him. Why don't you do the same thing? Leave down below if you knew the meaning of these southern phrases, because I thought I knew some of them, but it turns out a lot of them I didn't, so that's pretty cool. Totally new to me, a lot of them. Wouldn't use them in the UK. Of course, we've got different slang here. There's plenty of words that I could use, being from London, that you wouldn't have a clue. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Cockney rhyming slang. It isn't that common anymore, but people do still use it, especially a lot of my family members. So Yeah, so let me know. That was really, really cool, guys. I'm really glad that I found this guy on YouTube. He's really funny. He makes me feel like I'm at home, but also learning about the United States. It's pretty cool. I like him very much. So I did one video last week, like I said at the beginning of the video, and you guys recommended that I should do more of him. And he's really, really good. So thank you for that, guys. I won't keep you too long. Obviously, I don't need too much commentary on this one. It speaks for itself. I'm excited to learn even more Southern words. If you've got any that you want to teach me, leave them in the comments down below. I'll do my best to reply. So that's awesome, guys. I'm really looking forward. Obviously, I'm moving to the South. I'm really looking forward to adding these words to my vocabulary and making my accent will move more into an American within the next 20 years. I know my kids will be saying words probably that I don't even understand, so that'll be interesting. So that was awesome, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support. And I will see you on the next video. I won't keep you too long. Have a fantastic day.